Hello everyone! In today's lesson, we're going to go over the freelance questions available to you. One of the students wrote to me and asked, "Dear Miss Saba, this is my first time in America. Do I need to know anything besides language? What culture norms should I know? Is there something I should do or should I not do? Please let me know. Sincerely, Student 2." Well, Student 2, thanks to you, we're going to cover culture norms in today's lesson. Cultural norms of America. Side notes for a first-timer. Idea number 1, tipping is a must. Unless you see notes like this at the bottom of your bill, you should always tip. Everyone deserves a tip for their hard work. You may ask, well, why? Well, according to research, we had come that tipping is a source of income for waitstaff and other providers. Oftentimes, their employers pay them a little less than usual in hopes of them making tip for future benefit. You may also find that they solely depend on this money. You may ask, well, how do I tip? What do I do? What should I, how do I help these individuals do better in their lives? Well, I've created 5 simple steps in which you can use in tipping. Here's the first rule. Review your bill. Imagine you ate at a restaurant and you got the bill and you look it over. You discover everything's in the right place, you double check, make sure all the information is stable. Next step, ask yourself, how was the service? If you got a guy who is angry, upset, you're not obligated to tip him more than usual. You can just say, I don't want to tip him well. If you got a girl who is super friendly, super fun and exciting, maybe you want to tip her more for her outgoing behavior. 3, determining the tip. The usual rule of thumb is tipping between 10 to 25%. Here is a little chart that will help you determine by the cost and how much percent you should be tipping an individual. Next step, actually calculate a tip. If you don't want to use the graph, then you can grab your handy dandy calculator, determine your check, and multiply it by how many percent you like to tip. Last step, pay in cash. If you pay with a credit card, it's fine, but the service provider would have to wait a week. But if you pay them in cash, then they can just go right away. Second idea is, the second thing someone should know is hand gestures are used often in American culture. As you can see, this is the peace sign. The peace sign usually signifies a sign of happiness or goodbye. In British culture, it may have a negative aspect as a sign of victory. This is the rock sign. It can mean I love you, rock on, or can symbolize a sports icon called the Longhorns in Texas. This is called the saka. The saka is usually represented amongst Hawaiians. It usually means hang loose, relax, or have fun. These are signs that you shouldn't do. The middle finger, the tongue between the mouth, and the hands under the chin. They usually have negative concepts. These are gang signs. If you do any of these gang signs, see anyone do these gang signs, don't get involved with them. They're very, very dangerous individuals. The last step to remember is personal space is important when speaking with others. As you can see, this is like one girl. This is how much personal space you would need to speak to someone you just met. It's very nerve-wracking when you get closer than that. Take a look at this image. These are 3 different spheres. Imagine yourself or an American right in the center. Every sphere represents the amount of closeness. Please take some time to look over these images. Well, Student 2, I hope we've been able to cover the main points in which you're looking forward to. As you may see, we weren't able to cover everything in depth, but feel free to come to me and send me an email regarding the subject. Let me know, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much.